Angeles Chargers versus Baker Mayfield and the New Orleans Saints.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Chargers. Season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man.
Ronald Jones, the ball carrier.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On the delay, Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Westbrook, complete.
Mayfield.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Possession on him, and he pulls it in. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there. Nice little stare. Clock keeps moving.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Just not fair, and not room to run. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get like a Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it out the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
10-yard line.
To the air again, Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll bring this all the way back out to midfield. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
D.D. Westbrook.
Able to get 7. 2nd and 3.
At the 44-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
15 yards. First down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 30 yards there. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
Makes the score Saints 3. Chargers.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
But credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to. There's a good little attempt that went through.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him point areas, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Griffin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Number 35.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their step.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he's able to get it back to right around the
interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Shoves him aside. The open man is Westbrook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
36-yard line.
On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. But just a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that'll give them a first.
A gain of a yard. And the Saints.
Mayfield. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Here's Mayfield. Throw complete to Herndon.
Mayfield's pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Chris Herndon.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
He's got Herndon, his tight end. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Herbert. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Herbert. And Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Now Mayfield. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. He completes it to Westbrook. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Saints.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Herndon.
Chris Herndon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10, here's Herbert once more. Completes it to Hardman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 6-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The first half is winding down, and the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football. Full half to be played. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Let's go. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half two after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And again this time to the tailback. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Taken down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34. Now a throw here, hauled in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Complete in the end zone.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Brings up a third.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Fourth down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
To Ronald Jones.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. They worked very well there for a first down.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
And the Saints, first down.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And finally wrestled down at the 11. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
From the gun, Mayfield. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Mayfield's pass.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the Chargers' 6-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Herndon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints have taken the lead.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. His pass going to be caught by Hardman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature. To him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, it's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. Well, Mayfield lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Saints.
Mayfield on first down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down.
And the Saints, first down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Mayfield's pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Chargers, 24-yard line.
And again, it's Mayfield. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now a pass taken in by the tight end, Herndon. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And now he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
But that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
A toss play to the running.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown.
New Orleans.
So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. The fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. There's a leaping catch. He pulled it in.
Against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to number 80.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Herbert throwing again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. Again, Herbert taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is, oh my goodness, he put it in one-handed. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. And this one through the uprights and good. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all.
He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's another big shot dodged there defensively. Now just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Right back to it on 1st down. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one.